Hello guys, I'm Shinichi and welcome back to my world. Now today I'm gonna share with you guys something really personal. Um, I'm, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but so I used to have a blog way back. I think I started it in the year, maybe 1999. 1999. Yeah, and I kept all my inner feelings, what I thought. I wrote about my past. I wrote as much of my life as I could remember onto this blog, and I basically did it for my own, myself. I did it for my own self therapy, because I was going through major depression back then, and I thought maybe it would help me, and it actually did. It eventually did help me because I got to look back at what I wrote, and I looked back and saw how different my life was. I was surprised to see how not strange, but what a different place I used to be in. I guess some things remain the same, my craziness and my weirdness, but other things in my life has changed. So I thought I'd read a post for you, um, and this is actually it doesn't go that far back, but this is a post from Saturday, September 30th, 2006. So once again, this was me a long time ago, so please don't judge. And most likely, this certain video will probably get demonetized because there's some swear words in here. But yeah, if you're sensitive to swearing, you might not want to watch this. Here goes. So Saturday, September 30th, 2006, and this is what I wrote. I'm just going to read it as is, okay? I woke up with a stuffed nose, a heavy feeling in my head, and a gloomy and rainy day. Last night, while drinking with some friends, I had a sudden burning sensation in my chest. I wonder if that's what you call heartburn. It was nothing like anything I ever felt, though, so I got scared. My friend went to buy me some medicine while I sat on the stairs outside the bar. It only lasted for about 30 minutes, and afterwards wondered what all that was about. My friend Michael is like a brother to me. We've known each other since we were 5 and we went to school together. He's visiting me now, so this week we've been kind of busy going to Osaka and Kyoto and bar hopping. Although I've known him since I was 5, we weren't always this close. I used to see him across the room at school thinking he was one strange dude. He must have been thinking the same about me. We were both fat kids at school and both on the shy side. I don't really remember when we started hanging out, but it must have been around the time Space Invaders came out. The video game. We started going to the game arcades and eat together. Then we went to different junior high schools and we sort of drifted apart. We were so into different things. I was into new wave and alternative music. He was into disco or something like that. He was into lots of guy stuff. I was into more girly stuff. He loved movies like Jaws and Alien. My favorites were Yento and Xanadu. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. When I finally discovered the fact that I was gay, I told him. He seemed confused. He ended up being gay himself in the end. We started going to gay bars together. We hung out, and eventually, for some reason, he became an alcoholic. He started having problems. He started to become bitter and pessimistic about everything in life, and I became the direct opposite. I became stronger and more positive. One day, I had enough of his bullshit and told him to get lost. He was an alcoholic, had a problem, and too many issues for me to handle at that time. I told him I loved him, but he needed to help himself. And just to let you know, yeah, his negativity was like going on for, I think, a couple of years. we would go drinking every weekend, like young people do, and um, it would always end the same. He would always end up crying or being angry at the world, and I would be there trying to tell him to cheer up, and it's not all that bad, and I love you and all that stuff. And it was going on for 2 years, so I think I couldn't handle it anymore. So one of our last conversations were like this. And this is me. Oh no, this is him talking. Shinichi, I want to just kill myself. Nobody loves me. Mike, you've been saying that for months. I should just die. No one would care if I died anyway. I care, okay? If I didn't, I wouldn't be listening to your bullshit for all this time. So just get it through your thick skull. You don't love me. If you did, you wouldn't be saying that. Mike, if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't say anything. But I love you, and that's why I'm telling you the truth. You're totally fucked up and have to get your act together. You don't want to kill yourself. You just want pity, and you're feeling sorry for yourself. That's all. Oh, fuck you. You don't understand anything. If you loved me, you wouldn't be saying that, so fuck you. Fuck you, Mike. I'm telling you the truth. Get some help, asshole. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you too. And call me when you get better. If you want to kill yourself, go right ahead. See you later. And 3 years later, we were back together and being friends again. But, it took 3 years. We actually lost touch with each other for 3 years. He didn't call me. I didn't call him. I didn't know what was going to happen. I did hope that he would call me back, but he didn't. And I guess he needed that time to sort things out. Anyway, 3 years later, we were back to being friends again. He finally realized he had an alcohol problem, and I was glad he realized it and was trying to do something about it. And ever since, we've been the best of friends. He still has issue, and he's the most negative person I know, but he's like a brother to me. He's a family member that has a lot of problems. I hope he learns to look at the positive sides of things, not the negatives. I pray that one day he can learn to let go of his anger and focus on the present and what he can do to create change in his personal life. Fast forward to last night, he took me to a bar he frequents, and I'm glad I went. He was welcome at that bar, and as far as I could see, he was in his element. There were guys in drag, a woman who was now a man, some straight guys, and other types that my friends and I don't normally talk to. It was a different world that I didn't know existed. I don't know. They welcomed Michael. All these people, they welcomed him with open arms, and he fit in. He fit right in with them. And he seemed to have found his place in this world called Shinjuku Nichome, which happens to be the gay bar area in Tokyo. He finally made a connection with some people. A man, particularly a man that used to be a woman and a drag queen. And they were having conversations, and for some reason I wasn't in the conversation. I felt out of place. He was having a ball and looked really happy. And sitting there with my glass of oolong tea all by myself, watching him with his friends, I was overjoyed to see him belong, and I felt extremely happy for him. And that was my post from that day. And I know it's super random, and I don't know what you think of me now, but that was my life back then. And that was about my friend Michael mostly. Because we do have a history. He's my best friend now. He's like family to me. That's true. And I knew him ever since I was 5. And so I knew him most of my life. So I do wish the best for him. I truly love him, and I always think about him. He's always in my thoughts, and I'm always worried about him, like a brother. Anyway, that's all I have to share with you guys today. Let me know if you enjoyed this post. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. I'm not sure if you guys really want to know this much about my life, but if you enjoyed it, yeah, let me know and maybe I'll read another post for you. Wishing you guys all the best and hope you guys have an amazing day.